Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the glorious Shogun. I am your lovely host, Calvin. That is not what I want to see. That is 11,000 soldiers. If for some reason they happen to be on a boat or indisposed over on this island, that would be very useful. Very useful. I'd really like to wonder, like, who the oh, they're actually the people of the island are the ones raiding me, I see. That actually makes some sense, yeah. Okay. And the Empress is generally incompetent. It would seem, at least. Yeah, I'm not sure if the AIs are so incompetent it can't use boats or what, but well, it can. But it doesn't seem to know how to use them in this scenario. Because now we just have, you know, literally a bajillion people standing in my capital, doing absolutely nothing. They're standing right there. Whilst my islands are raided. Because, fuck this bitch Empress. Seriously. The second she drops dead, I have this. But she has to drop fucking dead. Seriously. That's the only way this works, is if she drops dead. Alright. So, the raiding has stopped, and I have 5,500 troops on top of her retinue. I'm gonna try it. It has to be done. Gather our forces in Setsu. You guys, gather there. You guys, gather there. Probably no forces there, which is fine. You guys are to gather on that shore of the island. Militarily, we're going to need every boat that our vassals can spare. Gather them all up. We'll start at the coast of Brunei. Seems like a good place as any. And apparently they just hired a fuckload of mercenaries to do that. Because why not, right? Not going to work so well. And give him patronage? No, we don't have that kind of money lying around right now. I'm trying to figure out where they're going. Yeah, right, they're heading up there, it would seem. Give chase. Like I said, they're disorganized right now. It's our best shot. Though the mercenaries, slightly unexpected, slightly annoying, we can overcome that. That is not too hard to deal with. No, they're arriving at Omi. Okay, go after them. Continually crippling. Oh no, they're in Setsu, okay. Alright, that's one band of mercs down. This is going pretty well, actually. So that is the big problem now. Okay, what do we got here? 690 troops. Not great, but we'll take them. Really, I'll take whatever the fuck I can get right now. I'm not complaining. Enemy forces are rather quite thin now, so this is an improvement. Our early gathering, and, you know, divide and conquer style, seems to be working pretty well. Okay. Let's gather the boats up. Okay, if we can gather an extra 1,500 troops, that's an extra 1,500 troops. It's really hard to complain about things like that. I don't know if I want to go after that group right now. What choice do I have? First off, I should equip better leaders. That should seal me the win. There. Okay, you're actually sieging that. Haha, I can actually see that. Okay, we got them joining up right now. There's apparently a crossing there. Not great. Move to Awa. I want to get to Setsu. 23rd, alright. Now we need them up there. Pick up the last of the remaining troops. Alright, so they've gathered up there in Tango. Alright, this should be the final battle. This is a new leader with a new subjugation possibility. So you know what? I have faith that we can win. Apparently we didn't even need to gather up the remaining troops. The fact that we just sit literally in the middle of Japan, preventing them from properly gathering their men, it seems to be enough. Which is fine, I don't mind at all. Not gonna lie, it's a good thing. Sadly, we don't have anywhere near as many troops as I'd be hoping coming in. 9,001 bitches? It's over 9,000? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll be enforcing my demands now. Not only that, but if you thought we were going to stop, you were sorely, sorely mistaken. The subjugation of Japan. Sure, it's a truce breaker. Sure, it's going to cost me 500 prestige. But you know what? Why the fuck does that matter? We need to drive the nail into the coffin and put an end to the Japanese Empire right now. Everyone dogpile to Yamato. That is the first step. The Empress has very limited numbers of troops. The Independence faction is a problem. Depending on the situation, they may have to be let go. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can raise enough soldiers that that isn't a problem. But it is a just in case. Alright, we're going to gather up the closer by troops first, before going for the long range ones. Just in case we do end up needing more. I'm mostly eyeing out for mercenary companies. There's a decent chance she may try and hire some. Man, that's a lot. Alright, the mercenaries that we hired, however, we've had them for who knows how long now, is working out pretty good. Go and pick up the ones from Korea. We'll drop them off at Key or something before we have them head around. That's what I was worried about. Alright, what do we got here? Kutai. That is somewhere down there. I will not be blackmailed. This will likely end horribly. Yeah, we have 600 here. Nope, not even. Most of the troops are just taken out, which is fine. We can handle that. But I'd prefer not to have to give them independence, if I can avoid it. Now comes the question, which war do I prioritize? I can try and stop the independence faction, dead in its tracks. Actually, I think I have a way of stopping them. It kind of hinges on me rescuing these guys before they get curb stomped, though. And apparently a large number of soldiers are heading towards them to curb stomp them. So this probably is not going to work out particularly well. How's things going in Japan? Nothing big? Okay, just checking. Again, these boats need to get there in time to pick them up. Come on. Yeah, alright. We picked up 300. That's good enough. We now have 1,000 to the 500 here. Remember, all we need to do to stop taking war score is... Well, alright, that actually makes things easier. Once I'm done with the first damn thing in Yamashiro here, then we can work on that. Oh, hey, there's that mercenary company I've been worried about. I can find something better. Namely me, but, you know, is what it is. Okay, grab that done. And, good lord, finally, that siege took for frickin' ever. Damn it. I can never tell which frickin' oh, hang on. Well, too late. I say I should assign some leaders. But no. Also, we should probably auto-balance it. That's... Can I just put in, like, one retinue there, just so we can assign leaders on every freaking flank? There. Setsu. Take out these rebel scum. Alright, so how the hell do you guys get extra troops up here? I don't know. Just land and hold on. It's the best thing we can hope to do here. Alright, so we consumed that army. Sadly, that means it doesn't count against the Yamato, but... oh well. That's a minor problem at best. Because it seems for the moment the Yamato is completely broken. So we can hold on to it for a little while. Considering such an advantageous situation we sit in, I'm willing to go to the point of assaulting some of the weaker fortresses that stand in my way. It seems like the right way to do it. Alright. It's a strap for him. Yeah, that's what I thought. We got extra troops that way. Everything right now hinges on us just getting a hold of something to stop the ticking war score. To be honest, that's really all we can hope to do. Alright, go. Give chase. I don't like straight crossings. Alright, they seem to have headed up there, which is good. No straight crossing and nowhere to run. This is what I want. Ooh, that's a pretty good blow against them. It's another 10%. I'm not too worried about the actual subjugation score itself. Like, whatever, we can hold this for quite some time. If we have to. I'm becoming more and more worried about the independence faction. Well, we kind of expected that. I'm not too worried about that. It's really far away and nobody cares. We're playing goddamn Japan, for goodness sakes. Finally caught him. Alright, so we're at 48% against the Yamato. Currently, yeah, the rebels control their holdings, which is about to fail. Exactly what we want to see. Yeah, that's 36%. Is that enough for forcing a white peace? Good. That's all I ask. White peace. Alright. So, with no additional rebel soldiers to worry about, we are free to focus on the Yamato. In subjugational prowess, we will unite the Empire. We shall resume siege protocols, since the remaining Empire forces seem to have given up, and failed to rally anything significant enough for me to go stomp, so we might as well. I was gonna say, hang on, that's a familiar flag. Oh, over, I assume that. That's fine. Yeah, we kind of curb stomped the Empire into nothingness here. In a very series of good wins. Yes. Once this is finished, we can go over and smash that little puny army they have. It's cute that they can keep trying this way. Talk to him about honesty. And come on. I think one more? Yeah, no, two more. Damn. And now what? Okay. Why wait 12 days? There. Yeah, I'm losing, but won't give up yet. We might as well use the Kingdom of Scylla to our advantage, if they have so desired to heavily weaken strongholds. Okay, apparently we aren't hostile to them. That's fine, I suppose. I mean, I'm not too worried about that. I'm looking for weak points. I suppose the weak points I find will be down on the Southern Isle, where the remaining portion of the Empress's land is. Pop. Just figured I'd do that. No real reason, you know. And pop. Inherited the province of Shinano. Very good. 840. Really? Jesus Christ, this shit's up. Pizen is a good place. It's only 757. Alright, it's a good start. At this point, I think we're okay to, you know, start forcing our way through a little bit. We have such a lead in soldiers that I'm not particularly worried. What do we got here? 550, very good. That's another province. That is a surrender. Circuit of Kanai. Yes, I will take it. You see, I get all of her holdings inside Japan as well, which is very fun. And the reason I get that is because she technically has holdings outside of Japan, and as such, you know, the Empire of Japan can be usurped once she's no longer at war, at least. So we've united the Kingdom of Japan under us. I have a feeling I should probably just distribute all holdings. Probably. I'm actually just going to drop everything. Fuck it, I say. So do we want to make that our capital? Where is... I guess that would be Kyoto there. That'd be another possible capital. Or here, I honestly don't know. But Yamashiro, I guess, works. It is the true capital of Japan, I suppose. And it shall be made out. There. Very soon. Very soon. Let's drop the fleets. I have 2 months. So run your asses up there. Also, I'm putting myself in charge of the retinue so I can raise flags where necessary. Alright, I have 8 to work with. Actually, I have 9. I can take on 1 extra province because I'll become an emperor soon. Yes. Dangerous factions. Lower crown authority in the Tremere Kingdom. This, as a faction, may be accepted. Yes, I have no choice. In that matter, I accept. Lower crown authority shall be had. Now, raise our banner. I have no idea if I actually have enough provinces with my banner raised. I want that one as well. I'm going to keep mostly to the central region, I think. Raise my banner. Distribute all holdings. 7 out of 8, that's fine. That's whatever. The important thing is we don't have any other particularly problems to... Good. Problem solved. Now, usurp. Someone who's at war. Who the hell could you possibly just be at war with? You have 1 province in Ryukyu. You're being invaded by another Ryukyuan island. That is pretty pathetic, actually. That is pretty pathetic. Wow. Well, I guess that means I have to pay 400 piety. Oh well. Just watching this, you know, slowly burn is pretty funny. Hey, can I get a few votes out there? Yeah, that's the end of her. It appears our glorious Nippon Empire grows. So, thank you everybody for watching. As always, this has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.